Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel. My name is Igor and I'm one of the co-founders of Operately, an open source software focusing on operational excellence. In this session, I'm continuing the live coding session that I started in the previous video. And more specifically, I want to focus on the statuses of individual key results. In the previous coding session, we actually left them hard-coded. So yes, the pending state can be displayed, but it is hard-coded and there are no other states that our application can display. So this will be the first thing that I want to address. Later, I might also dabble into displaying the last updated field on the right. So let's start. Well, first, the obvious problem why we didn't implement anything, any other state except the pending state, is because our data structure in the database does not even store this information, so there is no storage for this, and it should be probably the first thing that we introduce. As statuses can have multiple states, the most logical choice for this would be to implement an enum field in an active schema on the key results. So let's do just that. So when I do this, I will jump to my session and I want to start a development shell inside of my Docker Compose environment where I'm developing. When I'm in here, what I want to do is mix actor-gen migration. A migration will display what are the changes that I want to do. And the name of the migration would be add status field to key results. Okay, so a new migration was created just for this purpose. Let's edit it. The easiest way I can do that is to just copy paste some code from the previous things, and what I want to do is add a status field, and the status field will be an enumerable on this table. So I think it's enum values. Okay, not ChatGPT, but Copilot helped us out quite a lot here. Let's see what it did. So it said that this is an enum field, and these are the values that are possible. I think it extracted these from our code base. Of course, we want to add pending as well. I would add completed and dropped or cancelled. Well, let's say cancelled. I like the name cancelled a bit more. Of course, these things are changeable as we go on. This would be the default state. So let's move it here. On track would be if everything is good. At risk is if we are noticing that this key result might not be completed. Off track, something is going wrong. Completed, everything was completed for this key result. And cancelled, we dropped this effort because it didn't show the promise that we thought that it will. And the default is pending. Okay, so now that we have that, let's run our migrations. So I can run it mix acto migrate, if I'm correct, migrate. Unknown default pending for type enum default, maybe a string number, boolean list of strings. Okay, I'm obviously I obviously forgot how this works. So let's look up the documentation Ecto enum migration. Yeah, this seems like a good thing to read. So payment enums. Yes, this is exactly what we want. Enum acta, schema, field role acta 3.5, acta enum. Okay, this will be in our schema. These will be the values, but it didn't. Provide any explanation how we will have the enum field. So enum. Another way to approach this is, I think we have some enum fields on some of our other things like direction. Okay, so this is it. Let's see how we implemented it there. So this would be, let's say, KPIs. No, let's try it on projects. This is not good. Let's try here. Okay, so actually how this works is it just says string, and I will use these values somewhere else, actually just in the schema. Let's go to the schema to add that thing. So field key result has a name, has a field status. Let's see what it added here. So pending, on track, at risk, off track, completed, cancel, default is pending. This looks promising. Alter table, I have it in the schema, and let's run ecto migrate. Oh, great. So we can say add key result status to add status to key results. Okay. Well, now that we have this, the next thing is maybe we can display it here. Let's try to see what will happen if I do pages. This would be the objective page, and I want to fetch the status as well. Will I be able? Okay, cannot return non-null, nullable field cannot return null for nullable field. Okay, so obviously it is not able to fetch it yet, but this could be due to two things. One, we either didn't add it to the schema. Let's see that. So this is a key result. Key result. We did add it to the schema. Okay, then maybe we are not able to fetch it. No, that is not the case. The third option is these records that I already inserted into the database did not have a pending state, and to check that, we can go into the console of our application and say operately OKRs list key results, and I want to list the key results for these this objective. Let's see the status. Okay, so none of the statuses have this. What can we do? What are the operations that we support? So OKRs, and let's say update key result. Okay, so this is pretty nice. We can save it into key results, and then key results and each function key result operately dot OKRs update key result, and here we want to pass the key result and say status is pending. Okay, that is the thing that we want to change, and finish the enum each. Okay, it didn't update it. Let's see why. I know why. So we went and added it here, but we didn't cast it as an input object. So this would be a status that we want, and it needs to have a status. This is like validate required field. Let's see if we do these operations again. Operations again. Again, they are nil. Okay. So what could have gone wrong? Let's try it with only one key result. So head of key results, and say operately OKRs update key result, and the new fields are status is pending. Okay, but it didn't update that particular thing. Well, I'm pretty sure that I wrote it correctly. The other thing to check would be if I have the correct data. So IO inspect. Okay. I'm saving it here. Let me restart this server just to be sure that we have the right code here. And operate key results are operately OKRs list key results for objective. Okay, and key result is the head of key results. Okay, let's try it again. Operately OKRs update key result. It's this key result, and I'm changing the status field to pending. Okay, it actually saved it now. So it was just that the code was not reloaded as I expected it to be. Okay, let's then apply it to all key results that I have in the database. Image function key result operately OKRs update key result, and status is pending. Yeah, that's it. Okay, it loaded it, but let's not be fooled. The pending state here is still hard-coded. It's still hard-coded, and to avoid having it hard-coded, we will not pass here status hard-coded, but key result status. Key result does not exist on type key result. Okay, that's because it's not here. Okay, still everything works. Let's see if we do this and we say on track. Okay, now every key result should be on track. Okay, this is good. This is telling us that it cannot find a translation for the on track record. So first thing to do is to go to the translations, find the pending, say on track would be on track, off track is off track, completed is completed, and cancelled is cancelled. Okay, now it says on track, which is good. It looks good, except that on track things should be in some way green. So let's go back to our badge, status badge, and in this status badge we have only one type of the status badge. Let's status badge classes for on track, at risk, off track, completed, and cancelled, and we also need pending. Okay, that is done. Most of these classes are good, except when it comes to these. We don't want these, we want something different, and that something different would be we want to append status badge classes and take it like this. Of course, this can be nil. Const color classes. Because this can be nil, let's, I know for now at least, color classes, and if is undefined, then let's throw invalid status, an invalid status exception, and color classes should be appended here. Invalid status on track. Okay, now I see what is the problem. This is like this, this is like this, this is like this. Oh, nice, nice. Now they are different colors. I don't particularly like the color. Maybe I can take the 200 values of all of these and they would be good-ish. Except font bold, maybe make it better. Width space. Ah, no font bold. That is just ugly. Okay, but let's try out several more. So how does the off-track badge look? Decent. How does the at risk badge look like? Oh, this doesn't look good at all. So why is that? This is due to some translation problems. So translation is I don't have this. At risk is at risk. Okay, at risk is good. Obviously these colors will be something that we would take from our designers, but the system should be able to change pretty easily. To be changed pretty easily just by adjusting these classes here. Let's explore some other things. So at risk we have cancelled. Why didn't it? Okay, cancelled is also not a supported translation. Cancelled. Well, the cancelled thing, should it be red or gray? Red if it's cancelled because we failed, but cancelled can be also if it's communicating that this was the wrong direction to take. It's not a big problem to cancel something. Of course you shouldn't do it all the time, but let's keep it like this for now. So cancelled, and we didn't track pending. Okay, pending is nice. What else do we have? So pending, on track, at risk, off track. Off track. Okay, and completed finally. Oh, I don't like that. Completed should be green. Completed should be green. Not cancelled. Green. Okay, nice. So we have all the statuses now. And but the completed one is, I think, the same as the on track one. Maybe purple. Or alternatively, what we can do is say to have a check mark if it's completed. But this is something for the designers to take. So this switch is actually good good for us. Now, let's run the test. Tests file these. And here I really need to take a look at the pending. Looks good, except if that is an old test screenshot clear. All the screenshots are cleared now. Let's try it again. Does it show that nice thing again? Pending, yes, yes. And this is not like this is not hard coded. This is now coming from our database. So let's commit. To commit to it, it would be store and display status store in DB and display status pages on key results page. Nice. Now, next thing to do, let's address this last updated field on the right. So, last updated field would be some kind of a date, and that date for now can be just extracted from the schema. Let's see what we have in the schema already. OKRs, key results. We have timestamps, so that means created at and updated at. Well, the last thing to do is then to take this information and display it to the user. So pages, objective page, key result, and the last thing would be here, key result updated last, I think updated at. Okay, of course we don't have that field, and also I don't know what would be GraphQL date date type. Do we have this something working with dates? Is it something? Okay, let's explore this. GraphQL. Now this is the same. I'm actually using Absinth. Not to drink, but accept all cookies. Query all users. Now, does it say here scalar naive date time? Naive date time. naive. Should I use UTC or not? Well, it can be fixed later, but for now I would use this. I would use that, and if I go to schemas, object key result, I can add it here, field, updated at datetime. Well, okay, if it can, let's at least explore that option. Updated at. Okay, and no, updated at. Is it a string? It probably is a string. What does it say? Type must exist if referenced. Okay. But it's here. Boolean, float, ID, integer, string, built-in custom types. Okay, note that Absinth if your generic these are not part of GraphQL spec, doesn't need to be explicitly imported. Okay. Okay. So explicitly import. Is it importing it like this? Okay, no exceptions. So, okay, the question is how to import the type. Import types. Okay, import types. Placement top level in module. Import types. Okay, 500. That is something. No match of the right hand side value of this. So we are looking at this. Why is that? Because this is a naive date time. Well, we have tried. So going back to key result, and we need a naive date time. Nice. Nice in a sense that it is displaying it, not nice in a sense that how it looks is pretty bad. So how does it look here? July 11, July. Okay. So maybe naive date. Would this just work? Compilation failed. Custom fields. Date. But maybe with this. It's not naive, it's date. Nice. Now, if it's like this, then it's good, but ideally I would display it in some way that is accessible to multiple languages. For example, for an English-speaking person, this might not be the ideal way to display it. but so far it is actually displayed fetch updated add from database and display on the objective page. Okay. Now we are using React internationalization next. Localize dates. Starting from this, you can use the built-in formatting functions based on the int API. You may find powerful in the API. Int. Okay, how should I do that? Basic usage. Format name. This. Okay. Can I use it without? Well, this is quite long, but let's try with this. So what will I get if I do it with that? Function formatted date. Date is a string, and I'm also returning a string. I mean, I could do it with like this, like time. Not sure if I like that status, but why not? Time, date, time is this. Time. Date, time, time. Let's call it like that. And date, time, tsx. What did we call it? Date, time, date. Date, time, import React from React. Function export default maybe like this, and if it's a date, date time, but I want to do this. Instead, I will use this translation. And I will take this translation, and here I will do what it shows here. So we call the T, we call this, we can put this to the front. Okay, new date, return this, this, this. This is date time. Only a void function can be called with a new keyword. Did I accidentally override this? I'm not sure. Date time. So JavaScript parse date. No, it's just parse. Let me take an example before I jump in. So date parse. Okay. Date parse date time. Parse did not exist on type date time string any. What? Okay, I don't understand that part. But I understand the rest. So date time, okay, it's used. And date to parse is not a function. Well, that's not good. I think this is the problem. Let's try to name it like this, just to verify if that is the problem. Well, how should I address this? So maybe this is not the right way to go. Maybe first to validate how this looks like. Last updated. Okay, the format now looks good. Key results updated that. Int datetime. Oh, I see. So it actually forces me to define that. Okay. Let's try to do it like this. Okay, it works, but I would really like to make this shorter. So weekday. Okay, it didn't include it. Year. Okay, this seems to be working. Let's also try it in some other languages just to be I don't have that defined. Okay, this is good. This is not so good, but this is good. Let's try Japanese. Well, is it? Shouldn't it be completely different? But okay. Maybe if I include the year. No, it's not. Okay. Hungarian. Looks good. No, English. English. Okay, I now have the last updated that field displayed in the application. What I made here would be good to generalize, but maybe not now. So I have this. And it says display updated at in the key results list. And with this, we now have key results listed. We have their statuses, we have the name of the key result, and we have the dates when they were last updated. With this, I will probably end this session as well. If you are new to this channel, please make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. If you have any feedback about Operately, if you would like to try it out, please join our Discord channel. Please hang out with us and share your feedback, share your needs of the company and how you are managing aligning goals, how you're managing people in your company. And of course, make sure to follow us on all social media and be in touch with us about updates. Have a nice day and bye.